Good morning, class 9C. Today I will continue with the chapter 5, pressure in fluids. Now hydraulic machine, they are based on Pascal's law of transmission of pressure in liquid. Now today we will study principle of a hydraulic machine. The principle says that a small force is applied on a small piston transmitted to produce large force on bigger piston. Now F1 is your small force, A1 is your small piston, F2 is a large force produced on bigger piston. Now according to the Pascal law, the pressure P1 is transmitted in the bigger piston, that is P2. Both the pressure P1 and P2 will be equal because of the Pascal's law. F2 force which is produced will be upward force. P1 pressure is equal to F1 upon A1. P2 pressure will be equal to F2 upon A2. Both the pressure are equal. So F2 upon A2 will be equal to F1 upon A1. A2 area is greater than A1. So therefore F2 will be greater than F1. F2 force produced will be more than the F1 force given. F1 is a small force we have applied on small piston A1. F2 is a large force produced on bigger piston A2. Now this is hydraulic machine principle, acts as a force multiplier. So this formula you will be using in the numericals also. Atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure is the thrust exerted per unit area on the earth's surface due to column of air is called the atmospheric pressure on the surface of earth. Suppose this is your earth, and if we take a unit area, so the perpendicular force acting on this unit area on the surface of earth, this is known as a atmospheric pressure due to column of air. Now next is your, how will you measure the atmospheric pressure? To measure the atmospheric pressure, we use a device or instrument, barometer. There are different type of barometer. First is simple barometer, second one is Fortin's barometer, and the third one is aneroid barometer. Now the barometric height at normal temperature and pressure. So the barometric height that is considered is 0.76 meter or 76 centimeter or 760 mm of mercury. Now the advantages of mercury as a barometric liquid. Why we are using mercury as a barometric liquid in the barometer? There are the reasons. First reason is density of mercury is high. That's why we are using the mercury as a barometric liquid. Mercury does not stick to the glass. Therefore, it gives the accurate reading. Third, pure state. So it can be easily, mercury can be easily obtained in the pure state as compared to the other liquids. Fourth, shining and opaque. So it is very easy to see while taking the observation. Easily we can see the readings. Fifth, vapor pressure is negligible. So it does not, torrential vacuum does not affect the barometric height. Now what are the disadvantages of using water as a barometric liquid? That means why we are not using water in the barometer as a barometric liquid? Because the density of the water is very low. So 10.4 meter water column tube is needed. That is impossible. That will be difficult to take from one place to another. It will be not easily portable. Second, vapor pressure is high. So the vapor pressure is high. So its vapors in the vacuum space will make the reading inaccurate. Third, water stick to the glass tube and wet also the tube, so the reading becomes inaccurate. Fourth, water is transparent, so its surface is not easily seen while taking the observation. Now, uses of a barometer. The barometer is used to measure the atmospheric pressure at a place. The barometer is used for weather forecasting. It is used as an altimeter to measure the height. Now, next topic is variation of atmospheric pressure with altitude. Altitude means perpendicular height. Now, atmospheric pressure decreases with altitude. So, there are two factors due to which atmospheric pressure decreases with altitude. First one, decrease in height of air column, which causes a linear decrease in the atmospheric pressure. So when the height of air column is decreased, so there will be decrease in the atmospheric pressure. Second, decrease in the density of air, which causes a non-linear decrease in atmospheric pressure. That means if the density is decreasing with altitude, it's not linear, it is rapid at low altitude but slow at high altitude. That means if the density of air is decreased, the pressure, atmospheric pressure also decreases. Now this is a graph showing variation in the atmospheric pressure with the altitude. The height or altitude is taken in the kilometer in the x-axis. In the y-axis we have taken atmospheric pressure in centimeter of mercury. Now if you see that this is a graph, variation showing. Now there are some consequences related to this variation of atmospheric pressure. First is, at high altitude, since the atmospheric pressure is less, breathing becomes difficult and nose bleeding may occur due to excess of pressure of blood over atmospheric pressure. Therefore, blood pressure patients are not advised to go to hill station or high altitude. Especially the old people or the person suffering from high PP, they are not always advised to go to the high altitudes or to the hill station, because the blood pressure inside the body is more and outside the pressure is less. So the capillaries will burst in order to balance the pressure. So this is a reason why the BP patients are not advised to go to hill station. Second, at high altitude, a fountain pen leaks. Let's see why. The reason is that fountain pen filled with ink contains some air at pressure equal to the atmosphere on the earth's surface. When the pen is taken to altitude, atmosphere pressure at that altitude is low. That means outside the pen. So the excess pressure is inside the pen or inside the rubber tube of the pen. So ink leaks out in order to balance the pressure. Now weather forecast by the use of barometer. When you use the barometer, we can give the weather forecast also. Let's see first one. If the barometric height sudden falls, there is a sudden fall in the barometric height in the barometer, then there is a chance of cyclone or coming of a storm. Second, if the barometric height gradually falls, then what happens? Possibility of rain. Third, there is a gradual increase in the barometric height of a barometer, then the weather is dry. If a sudden rise in the barometric height, which means extremely dry weather. If no abrupt changes are there in the barometer, then the weather remains unchanged. Next is your altimeter. Altimeter is an aneroid barometer, but it is used in the aircraft to measure its altitude. Since atmospheric pressure decreases with the increase in height above the sea level, Therefore, barometer, which measures the atmospheric pressure, can be used to determine the altitude of a place above the sea level. So its scale is calibrated in terms of height of ascent. Ascent means within height increasing towards left, because atmospheric pressure decreases with the increase of height above the sea level. Now some given reasons, some common consequences of the atmospheric pressure. Sucking a drink with a straw. How the drink or water or cold drink comes into your mouth with the help of a straw. Let's see that when we suck with this straw, then first the air goes into your mouth. When the air goes into your mouth, then what happened? Inside this straw, the pressure is low, and outside, that means outside this straw on the liquid, the atmospheric pressure is acting, so the pressure is high. In order to balance the pressure, the liquid moves from high pressure area to the low pressure area. So forces the drink to move up into the straw, which reaches into your mouth. Second give reason, action of syringe. How this syringe work? When the syringe is kept with its opening inside the liquid, suppose this liquid is your medicine and this is a plunger is pulled up in the barrel, the pressure inside the air barrel below the plunger becomes less. When you pull up and then you pull down this plunger, then what happened? There is no air, so the pressure is low inside this barrel of the syringe, and on the liquid or on the medicine, atmospheric pressure is acting, so the pressure is high. So the medicine goes from high pressure area to the low pressure area that is inside this syringe. So this way the syringe works. Now third give reason, action of rubber sucker. Now rubber sucker are often used as a hook. We use to hang something like bag, cloth bags. So this is a rubber sucker used in our rooms. For this rubber sucker is pressed against the wall. So the air between this rubber sucker and the wall, there is no air. That means vacuum, partially vacuum is there. That means low pressure. Or on the rubber sucker from outside, the atmospheric pressure is acting from all sides. So this atmospheric pressure makes the rubber sucker to stick firmly against the wall. If you remove it, rubber sucker, again and again, then this vacuum will be loose. That means pressure will be more, then this rubber sucker will not firmly stick to the wall. So this is the action of rubber sucker. Now next turn student, we will be doing the numerical related to this chapter.